Hi guys! Today we are going to talk about a novel, a very fat novel actually, called The Secret History by Donna Tartt. The Secret History by Donna Tartt is the first novel by Donna Tartt, which was published a long time ago in 1992. And I bought this book from a bookshop in Dubai a couple of months ago, and I read it. It's really long though, more than 600 pages long, I guess. And I just thought before reading it, I was thinking it's gonna be something really great and out of this world, so interesting. The cover looked inviting, the title was interesting. I had heard so much praise about it, but when I started reading it, I liked it, but then it started to get really bad. It was such a pathetic read that you cannot imagine. If you want to torture someone, you make them read this book. It's so long, boring, monotonous, and there's nothing to say about anything. There's so much repetition, and the story goes nowhere. Okay, let's discuss the story. It is basically about a man called Richard Papin. His full name is John Richard Papin. He is 28 years old, and he has no brothers or sisters, and he lives in a small town in Northern California, and the town's name is Plano. So it's about a 28-year-old guy whose name is Richard Papin. His full name is John Richard Papin, and he lives in California in a town called Papon. He has no brothers or sisters, and his parents have disowned him. They don't want to keep him in the house and kick him out of the house. So what he does is that he wants to study and get a job and get educated. So he goes to a place called Hampton College, which is a college where he goes to study. Basically, he wants to study Greek, French, philosophy, and English literature. He studies the works of great philosophers such as Aristotle and Plato. So his life revolves around the Hampton College, and how he studies there and attends classes and stuff like that. Then what happens is that it's based in California, right? It's based in the United States of America. What happens next is that he makes a couple of friends over there. He makes a group of 5 friends in Hampton College who he becomes very close to. 2 of them I can remember their names. One is Henry and one is Francis or something like that. So he makes friends with them, and then they are involved in a murder. There's a person who they kill just like that, just for the sake of killing, and they kill someone, and they don't want anyone to find out why they killed him or how they killed him, and they don't want people to find out that they've killed an innocent man. So what they do next is that the guy in the book tells us that he does not consider himself a bad person or an evil person, for the record. And then the police of the small town where he lives in is trying to solve the mystery of the murdered man, and he was such a nice person, he wouldn't harm anyone, so why would someone want to harm him? The question is still undecided, and the police and the relatives of the family are still trying to find out what happened to their son or his children. And then they attend the funeral of that person, and there are details given about how the police are trying to find out how he was killed or where about his whereabouts or where he is, but they can't do anything. In the end, they don't. The five friends, including the author, the person who is the character in this book, they are still friends, but they don't want to get caught. And then what happens in the end is that the individual in the story, he gets a degree in English literature, and that's how the story ends. It was such a fat book. It was such a fat book. It was like 600 pages long, and it took me such a long time to read. I got it from Kunakuniya. It's such a fat book. It was such a fat book, and it just roams around that guy and the college he goes to and about the murder he commits and everything. It was just a pathetic read, and I'm thoroughly disappointed with the author. I don't know what the hype was all about, but this book was just pathetic. I'm sorry to say. I don't know why people like it so much. It doesn't even deserve to get published, actually. Yeah. Okay, bye.